Hello to everyone in the Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Cathedral community and all of our friends. This is Father Jonathan. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to continue our discussion on the seventh Beatitude. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. Now, we've already talked quite a bit about peace and the peace of God and peacemaking and interior peace, but I really wanted to re-emphasize one aspect of how we understand peace from the perspective of Christ's teaching in these Beatitudes. And to be honest, we are not talking about peace as a type of contentment or being okay in the present moment or even momentary or fleeting reduction of anxiety. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about being in communion with God, because the peace that we receive from God is the fruit of our relationship with Him. And so we are striving to receive from God His peace, His reconciliation. And it's not about being comfortable here and now. It's not about making sure we're not in any difficulty. And in fact, we're not told that we're not going to have difficulty as Christians. But the reality of the peace of God that we're really talking about here is that even in the midst of struggle and turmoil, even in the midst of a global pandemic, in a time when we're divided across party lines and ideologies, and a time when we're frequently at war, which we've always been as a human race, in times like these, we are called to be in relationship with God, to cultivate this relationship so that we may receive the real peace of God, not as a fleeting feeling of contentment, not as a being separated from any anxiety or turmoil or unrest or uncertainty, because these will exist. The peace of God doesn't take away the realities of the world around us. And that might be a hard thing for us to hear, but it's the truth. We don't expect our Christian faith to immediately make everything better in the world. We've been around as Christians for 2,000 years, and yet there's still been wars. There's still been difficulties and unrest and uncertainty. And sometimes we've even contributed to it and continue to contribute to it. So if it's not about that type of peace, peace as contentment in the moment, but it's about being peaceful or having peace in the midst of this reality that is full of turmoil and unrest and uncertainty and wars and anxieties, it really shapes how we receive this call to be peacemakers, what we are truly called to do in the midst of the world. And I think what's beautiful about this is really what it teaches us going forward, which we'll talk about in the next video. If the peace of God isn't about contentment or the lack of turmoil or uncertainty or unrest or any of that, then what does the call to be peacemakers, makers of peace, really mean? And we'll talk more about that in the next video. We're here for you. We love you. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or concerns. Email us, call us, leave a note in the comment section, send us a message on social media. If you have any questions that you'd like me to respond to in one of these videos, don't hesitate to do that. You can also request a topic for a series if that be something that you'd be interested in doing as well. We're always open for suggestions. Again, God bless you and have a beautiful rest of your day.